We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area at today's open, pulling back down and fighting to stay above 432. And it wasn't the only stock pulling downwards today. The overall market and the QQQ did as well. And our QQQ bot at 10:40 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, finding support at the support of the pre-market at 432 and fighting to stay above it. And in today's video, we're going to break down what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bear indicator at 10:30 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area today, after doing a full transition last week from the rip area to the dip area on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator up here at around 433.28. Outflows crossing over and now trying to level off here and bounce off 432 and get back up towards 433, guys. And we need to talk about what's going on within these charts, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. So the first thing is the 1 hour, guys. The 1 hour, the inflows tried picking back up, but they're still below the midpoint. And this is going to be crucial and critical going into tomorrow, as it's still under a bear indicator since up here at around 436.68, and the outflow switched from green to red again, pulling away from the midpoint. And this is going to be something to not ignore going into tomorrow, and how it's fighting to stay above 432. That's going to be a crucial support level. And here on the 30-minute, it's going to be something to not ignore, how the outflows have leveled off And could they start turning from red to green? And not only that, but continue to pull up here on the 15-minute as it's attempting to bring itself back up and try to cross the midpoint, right? If we go ahead and zoom back in there, you could see on the 15-minute, it's trying to come back up. And I would not ignore this going into the second half of today, because if these inflows can cross back over into the after hours or going into tomorrow, it could quickly start to reflect that strength into these charts and possibly cancel out this bear indicator from up here at around 433.50 with a possible bull indicator in the process. So I will be watching that very carefully here going into tomorrow and how that can impact the 30-minute as well if it could go from red to green and start heading up towards the midpoint, guys. That's going to be crucial and critical going into tomorrow, because right now they're under bear indicators on multiple time frames and the outflows are dominating. But in the volatility of the 15-minute, it is trying to come back up, and it's not that far off the midpoint here, right? At negative 0.48, and that's something I'm going to be watching, again, very carefully going into the after hours. And if that strength can roll over into the 30-minute, start reflecting into these charts pretty quickly going into tomorrow as well. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And the first support level here is 432. Things have found support multiple times today at the 432, 431.80 area. And if these outflows continue to the downside, the next support level I'll be watching is 430. Then below that is 428. And to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up. Try to cross this midpoint here on the 30-minute. Start reflecting that strength into these charts. Cancel out the bear indicator from up here at 433.20 area on the 30-minute chart. And same thing here on the 15-minute. Get these inflows back above the midpoint. Reflect that strength into these charts. Cancel out that bear indicator with a possible bull indicator and start picking up those inflows on the 1 hour back from red to green towards the midpoint. That's going to be crucial and critical as well. And the first resistance is up here at around 433.50 area. That was a key support level that we've been watching in the last several days. It found support there on Friday before it took off up towards 435. And then above that comes the 435 area that things rejected today at around 434.50, 434.60 as it tried to approach it. But the next resistance above this level is 435 in my eyes, right? That's where things rejected on Friday, and it rejected not that far off of it today. So I would just round that up to 435. And then above that comes the next resistance up here at around the 436.50 area. I would not ignore it. And these are the tight ranges I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial and critical. And the inflow versus outflow on the 30-minute would need to pick up from red to green, heading towards the midpoint. And I'll be watching if that strength can roll over here as well. On the 15-minute, continuing green, heading towards the midpoint and breaking through it to then reflect that strength into these charts and eventually cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. So these are the levels I'll be watching. The inflow versus outflows are going to be crucial and critical. I would not ignore them. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And let's make some money.